Hi everyone! Thank you for being here. My name is Jess with Authentic Strive, and we are doing another Authentic Strive interview, once again based around gratitude with one of my very, very great friends and just beautiful, beautiful souls who has been there for me from day one, and I'm just so excited to dive into this. This is Chrissy Marie, Chrissy Casiello.
Hi!
Thank you so much for doing this.
No, thank you for having me.
Of course. It's been a long time coming, I
feel like it's been 2 years since we sat down and talked about just working together.
Yeah, it'll be since 2000. I think it was like the end of 2019.
Yeah, COVID makes years not exist.
Yeah,
I don't know what year.
I know. It'll be January. I think it'll be 3 years that we've been. I know, because it'll be 2020. So 19, 20, 21.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
Insane.
Crazy.
Yeah,
but good. A good thing. We
yeah.
just need to take it all in.
Yeah, I'm just so I just feel like from that initial connection of talking, we were just on the same page.
Yeah.
And you were so grounded in your gratitude.
Yeah.
And I felt that, and you were there for me at a time where there was a very significant standstill of transitions in my life, and you really helped me navigate that being back here, and I'm just very grateful for you.
Thank you. I'm grateful for you, and it's something that where I'm at in my journey, the pivots are where you need people. That is really where you need your team. You need your core, because it is not fun alone, and it is very, very scary. But when you have your core, it's not too bad.
It's like you're walking each other through all of the
you're navigating.
Yep. Even the simple messages I'll receive. It's hey, have a beautiful day, or whenever when I was first starting events, you'd say I hope your event's well if you couldn't come, you know what I mean? And it was just so awesome, and it's been cool for me to see your journey and come from because the first time you when you had your grand opening, I was just learning that this opened.
Yeah.
And then I think the first event that I came to, was the jean jacket event, and then,
my goodness.
Yeah, with Steph.
That feels like
forever.
Yeah.
And then just seeing all of the different events that you've had and people that you bring together, it's you have. I feel you've been chosen. It is a gift, and you pull people together that may not have ever had an opportunity to connect, but just such good-hearted humans that are creative, and your passion. Just we're going to dive into passion and purpose.
Yeah.
Is so deep, and it inspires so many people.
Thank you. Yeah. You're making me cry.
I don't cry. You're I don't cry, but Okay, so let's dive into some questions.
Yes.
Okay, how has gratitude impacted you on your journey from if you could just share a little bit about how you even started this and kind of what it became for you?
So I started as a little girl making string bracelets outside. I guess it was inside my house I would make them, but I would sell lemonade and I'd sell string bracelets on the corner in front of my house. And that was where all of this started, because that was truly, I teach classes in it now in string bracelets, but that was the beginning. And as I grew, I got into beads, and then I started, when I went away to college, which was the whole first business name, Studio 436, that was my freshman year dorm. People always wonder if that was an address, but that was my freshman year dorm, and when I went away to school, I was able to see people need jewelry. I had, all my friends, I need earrings for this event. Yeah, sure, in my little dorm room making earrings. And then as I grew, as I got older, I guess, I graduated in 2014, and it was still kind of there, but always as a side thing. It wasn't officially a side business until 2016. Mm-hmm. That's when I did the LLC, created it, launched, dove right in. And at that time, I started into law enforcement. So it was always on the side, even with that, because I just resigned in February. So now it's really just becoming my full-time thing. But I was able, in speeding ahead, I was able to see with COVID that able to see, you know, I was working virtual for the for work, and I was able to make jewelry more often than not, and it was flourishing. And back to gratitude, it was the people, faith being a huge part, but the people, my family, who was going to be there to support me through a leap of faith that I didn't know if, I still don't know if I'm ready to take it, but I was able to take it. And my family, my friends, my core creatives, even the people I worked with, they were so supportive, because I thought, you know, I'm never going to know if this is going to work if I don't do this.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do it when I'm 35. So
Right.
let's do it when you're 28. And then, you know, now I'm 29. I have a few more gray hairs than last year. But it's definitely a learning process. But gratitude is the core of it all. Because without my core and being gracious for everything that they have done for me and are doing for me and will continue to do for me, it's nothing's there.
Yeah.
Like that is, and that goes, you know, into many other things, how I arrived at my slogan, and you know how
Right.
other things have fallen into place.
Yeah.
But yeah, gratitude's everything.
Ah, that was so good. I really appreciate you sharing that.
Yeah.
It's like it really like gratitude is the momentum, because if you didn't have those people to support you while you were taking that leap of faith, you might not take it. But the thing is, you're taking it in spite of like the fear. It's like fear or love, and it's like you choose love and you choose to allow yourself to be open to that love and support, and then you're just like walking
because
into
especially too, because that road, all of it has not been easy. It has been very, you know, there's a lot of doubt every day, every single day. It's did I make the right choice? Wow, it was so much easier to work for someone else. When somebody said to me that being your own boss was going to be the hardest thing you'd ever did, I laughed. And now,
oh, they're not.
I have to think, wow, I'm so grateful for that statement, because that was so true. That is because, you know, like I spoke to a friend earlier today who said nobody's going to care for my business like I am. But I have been lucky enough to have people who care a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much, but they care so much that gratitude allows me to continue to grow and bring others with me.
Yeah.
And do it with others and learn from the whole experience.
Yeah. It's like light sees light, and then you just, because even though we're not all doing the same thing, like we still have that heart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
like,
the creative heart is a very passionate heart.
Ooh.
It is a very, I've opened I feel like I've helped others open their eyes to what a creative is. It's such a broad term. Every human's creative in their own light, but are they enabled to have the chance to fulfill their creativity in ways that monetarily they might not have been able to.
Right.
But that goes into my next journey and what I want to do, because I feel like not everyone has the chance to open up a space where I feel, not only do I feel safe, I thrive here.
Yeah.
It's another sense of home. It's another sense of, you know, this gave me the chance to take that leap and to do it and to see if it worked. And yeah.
And it's so funny because, like, when you say it's a home, it's always felt like a home for me as well. Like, coming in, I was so excited to see these spaces being used in such a positive way. And it, every time I come in and I spend time with you, like, I feel like it's a part of my daily routine.
Yeah.
Like, I would go and get a cup of coffee somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, every weekend in the summer,
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, how are you? What are you doing? And I can remember when you were younger, because I think I'm like a few years older than you. Mm-hmm. You were in your like college days, and you just like handed me. I was at one of like a party of some party, and you were like, here's a pair of earrings, and they were like turquoise, and they had like red flowers.
Oh my
goodness. And they were big, and I just remember seeing you're like, hey, just have a pair.
Yeah.
And I understand, because we're
Yeah.
so, I think that's where you and I connect. Like, we just care so much about seeing other people feel good in their own skin. And they're in different forms, but it's still that, like, essence of, like, you know.
And it's so much more than our business.
Yeah.
My jewelry isn't, it's what comes with it.
It's an extension of yourself.
Yeah, and the whole thing, you know, you are your brand, like, yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Because I don't want people to just put on earrings and that completes the outfit. I want you to feel it too. I want you to feel the joy that brought to you, that completed your outfit. I'm not a makeup person, but for me, jewelry can be my makeup. It gives me that, this morning we're just walking around, what else do I need to put on today that I feel a little bit, boom, necklace, and that's something that, it upped my confidence level by 10%, but it doesn't.
No, these are the first earrings that I ever got here.
Yeah.
And then this was, I think, like the last necklace that I've most recently bought. And then the rings and this yin yang bracelet.
Yes.
Like, if it wasn't for these little extensions,
Yeah.
it just feels...
And I feel like that I want them to serve as daily reminders to people. You're having a rough day or something went wrong and you look and, all right, we're going to be okay. Like that thing that you turn or you touch or... you hold it and think, all right, I'm going to be okay. I can get through this. Like those are the things that I don't always get to say to people, because if they buy it from a store where that's a stockist but then, hopefully they buy it there and then they continue to come to me and they continue to grow with me and meet me and see that, my purpose is beyond just you giving me money for a piece of jewelry.
And you have your heart behind it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this brings me into passion and purpose. So as you can see, driven with passion, grounded by purpose, right?
Yeah.
So can you just share with me, like, literally how it came to be? It's just so, even whenever I wear this out, I always get compliments like, oh, I love that, or like, what is that about?
Yes.
And it's something that I deeply connect with and resonate with as well.
Yeah, and I was doing a, brain dump. And, I need a slogan. I need something that stands for more than just my logo. I need those words that speak to you. So, started writing down some terms that speak to me. And we arrived on driven, passion, grounded, purpose.
Ooh.
And one of my best friends who was just here yesterday, he was the one who kind of threw in the other little pieces to make it flow. And I don't think I realized how much my passion and my purpose are, I guess, in line, but they're everything, and my passion fulfills my purpose, but my purpose also allows my passion to thrive.
Right.
And my drive is what tends to keep me away from being grounded, but my purpose and passion bring me back. So it kind of all, I guess I envision it as like a little roadmap or a puzzle, and they're all related in their own way. And I think people can resonate with each part of my slogan in different ways, and it brings me back to when I tend to get really crazy in my thoughts, or not crazy in my thoughts, but I always have a million thoughts. I always go a million miles an hour.
Same.
So that driven is there. But the passion allows me to realign with being grounded and remind yourself your purpose. And something I've been very challenged with lately is concentration. And I've been actually saying my slogan in my head to kind of bring me back. Because, as creatives, we can do anything. We can really do anything.
Yes.
But is it part of my level of genius? Maybe not. I don't sew. So I'm going to hand that off to somebody else who it's their level of genius. But if it's part of, something that I want somebody to be wearing, okay, now we just created a collaboration that's going to go.
And that's what it does. No, I was going to say, like, it has, like, this speaks to just more than you. Like, it speaks to, like, the outreach in community and how the passion you do. It's like there are different people that you collaborate with and you work with, as I've learned as well, and even with like, and we reach out, and like, you love to dance, right? And then I went to school for fashion. I don't even know if people know this, for like 6 months, and it was not for me to I couldn't balance it, but it's so cool how we get to feed off of each other and then work together to like and strengthen numbers, that unity, that community, and being able to
here in an area where it's not always easy. It's not always easy to grow. And I'm seeing that, I think I go away and do pop-ups in different locations, and I always come back more grateful for my community. And even though, they have communities as well, I am just so grateful for, the little town that could. Like this little 5-mile island that, no, it's not always easy, it's not always booming here, it's not always busy, but it's okay. and it's going to continue to grow. And I'm fortunate enough to be able to be here and to be part of, you know, an area that is getting ready to grow
and creating space.
Yes, and creating space and allowing others to flourish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's other, like when you said community, even within this community, there are other people from other communities that are coming in, and we both have, you know, people that
widespread
are even,
communities.
Yeah, even like on the West Coast and the East Coast, and then you have like Italy connection, which I think is incredible. And it's nice to know, I think in this virtual world, the pandemic not only allowed everyone almost to kind of like sit into their craft, and this is what I really want to do now, like life is precious, and things opened up. Like it's a strange silver lining that I've been having a lot of conversations about. So it's cool to know that communities can connect like, virtually too, and even to do like, I feel like you have like photo shoots that are not here, and it's like it's dope, you know, and that's one of our other words.
Yeah, that's
you know,
dope.
and I resonate with that as well.
And I think too, I think sometimes in my over-analyzing of life, you know, when people, with diving into what I'm going to be doing next, I focus, I guess people ask, oh, is it only locals? Well, locals can really be anyone, because if they come here and they are ready to grow with us, well, that's where I get, you know, they're part of the community, so now it's community over everything, and that's where I guess I've gotten away from that, not so much support local, but support small, and support those who support you.
Exactly.
And that's your community. So, you know, yes, there's going to be others in the community that are ready to grow, but there's also, I've learned in this process, comparison and the battles that I've had with comparison, and how that's just helped me get to a point where I look at that and smile now, instead of comparing, or instead of...
There's room at the table for everyone.
Yes, and the table is so big.
The table is
really big.
The table is the world.
Yeah.
And I feel like we all can do it. And for anyone that's like not familiar with where we are based, we are a small little beach town in the southern part of New Jersey. But you know, there's a lot of great people. I feel like in, you know, this Jersey world, and like even like near Philly, and then you have like North Jersey, and then just artists. And I'm kind of just going off on a tangent now, but yeah, it's
what we do.
It's really cool. It's really, really cool. So let's talk. Can you just share just a little with your new venture into like the passion and purpose of creative collaboration and what you'll be doing with that within the community?
Yes. Okay, so I'm so excited because it has been, I guess I didn't even realize, you know, how much I support others in a way that I don't think about it, because it's so natural. It's just, oh, you want to come here and say sure, come on in, let's do it. Let's bring your talent here. Let's have a class in it. And it was funny because the one day I thought, wait, I should teach a class. I have a talent. I need to teach a class.
Right.
So the new space is going to be called the CM Collective. It's still on this same block, so I'm expanding, and it's going to be a space where I'm going to have multiple vendors within that are able to sell their pieces. So I'm gonna, some people have said a marketplace, a thrift store, and it's a CM Collective, and it's gonna thrive in whichever way it does, and it's allowing me to give those who have, supported me a space to, do I need a store? I don't know, let me try. Do I need an online presence? How can I do this? And then learn from others as well. They can have this space where they're able to see what their neighbor's doing and see, oh, maybe I should improve in that. Oh, let me take this, and sharing and learning how we can help each other grow in that way. And I'm also gonna have different little spaces within that. I want to have brides with their bridesmaids coming in and renting out the space for hair and makeup. I had somebody ask about a wedding there, which I didn't even think about, but we could do a wedding there. Why not? Let's do it.
It's like
I always say I wanted to be on, I don't know if, I guess I'm showing my age, the show Made on MTV.
Right.
How I would love to be a hip hop dancer in another life.
And
So
we're
this
gonna
one's
make
gonna
that
teach me.
Vicariously exchanging.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I'm all about it. No, it's really beautiful because it really is a hub. Like there are not, there are so many spaces that are like, this is a clothing store.
Yeah.
This is a coffee shop.
Yeah.
This is strictly a space for weddings or like large events. And what you're creating is something that is tailored to everyone.
Yeah.
Every artist, like Black Sheeps, and people who feel like, for me, it's definitely been a journey of like, okay, well, where am I fitting? And it's like, well, it's not fitting, we're being.
Yeah.
And people just get to be.
Write that one down for your future book. I like that.
That will happen one day, and you will be in it for sure.
Yes, I like it.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's think about, can you leave us off with just like what you've been the most grateful for this year? We're coming up on like the end of the year, the holidays, and whatever people celebrate. And I just really would love to dive in with you a little bit about that. It's a loaded question.
No, I have been so grateful for the journey and like the roller coaster ride that it is. I think a lot of people would have quit at this point. I think and because I have such a strong core, and core being my faith, my family, my friends, my team, without the people that have been with me to help me do this, I don't know where I'd be. Yeah. And I don't want to say the bad parts, but the really challenging parts, I'm most grateful for them. Because they have humbled me in a way that I didn't even think I could be humbled. I thought, okay, I'm very humble. That's just part of, I don't like to be very loud about anything. But those challenges, they have sat me right down.
Yeah.
And I took a seat. I guess I'd rather say I was, on my knees in prayer, because that's more like how I try to handle things. But yeah, I'm grateful for the challenges. And the challenges that have forced me to be more creative. COVID forced a lot of people to be more creative.
Yeah.
And I think that's
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for doing this.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, don't do this all the time.
Right? I
love
know.
it.
There will probably be more, right?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for listening to me, being part of my journey, and doing it with me, and
Likewise.
embracing the roller coaster. And I always say it's a roller coaster ride, but it really is. And it's not a straight ride.
No.
It's definitely a curvy upside down.
Yeah, and you've been there for so much of your life.
The challenges of the past year have helped me open my eyes even more to how lucky I am, how fortunate I am, how not everyone gets the chance to quit their full-time, quote-unquote, 9 to 5 to follow their passion project.
Which you were
a detective for the state, yes.
So cool.
And it was an incredible job. I loved it, but I also love this more. Yeah. And I know that my purpose is connecting others. I guess I don't reflect too much on my purpose, because I think it's just natural. It just comes to me. Connecting people and bringing people together is what I do. So, but the challenges of it, and knowing that it's not always going to be easy, that has really been something that I have become grateful for. I don't think I ever thought I'd say that I'm grateful for the struggle, but I am.
Yeah. No.
It's been, it has been incredible in its own weird way. It has allowed me to come closer with my family, my friends, my creatives, my community. It has allowed me to build upon what I had created, and also hone in on what has allowed me to do that. And also hold tight to the people that have been, I don't want to say necessarily holding my hands, but have had their arms linked. Yeah. And have been with me through all of it. Yeah. Because it is, like I said, it is not the prettiest of struggles. It is not all glam. It is very hard. But it takes a special kind of person, and we do it. And it's the beauty of being an entrepreneur.
Yeah. Where you started with your background of like your previous job as a detective, I think has really built in such an intense work ethic, and I think it's almost like really great for stepping into an entrepreneurial role because there is so much that goes on behind the scenes, and I think it's kind of simple to like look at the front end and be like, wow, that's so great and this happens, but it's like, you know, and I know from personal experience too how much time you spend just doing things, getting things done. It's like it can be around the clock if you don't take that time to find those precious moments and like.
And that's what I was doing. I was driving 2 hours up and 2 hours back, and I was definitely blinking, and I got to work or think about the million things I could be doing while I was driving. But it also made me value time in a different way, because when I would get home at 9 o'clock at night, I had to fulfill all the orders that I had from the day or the week, and it definitely made me appreciate time.
I commend you for that.
Yeah.
So thank you so much again for sharing this.
Thank you. Thanks for having me and being part of my roller coaster ride and journey.
Thank you for being part of mine. Yeah, like I said earlier, you know, each like pivotal moment, I feel like, you know, since we've connected, like it's been so beautiful to be able to see like your moments and for you to be there for mine, and like the video we did here in May, and just like these new things, you know.
And see it in every light. Like we see the struggles, we see the days that are not so, you know, the days my heart is crying, or the days where my heart is glowing, or the days where I am pulled in so many directions that I have to just sit for a hot minute and think, okay, like I said earlier, I have trouble concentrating. Okay, well, if my concentration is like a ball of fire that keeps blasting off in different directions, how am I going to get anything done?
I know.
Because that fire is just spreading in all different ways. And instead of just putting that fire out and working on the next thing and, you know, working on that direction, it just keeps spreading. So instead of doing that, I've been working on, okay, let's hone it in, let's bring it.
That comes back to gratitude. Yeah.
All gratitude.
Yeah.
Yay. That's the heart.
It is. I'm so appreciative.
That's why we're here.
It is. All right. Well, listen, everyone. Thank you so much for being here and for tuning in. This is once again Chrissy Marie, Chrissy Casiello, and the CM Collective opens. I'll let you say it.
It's going to be, the launch party is going to be November 20th with a soft opening November 19th. And the soft opening is going to be 7 to 9 p.m. and the launch party is going to be in conjunction with Gratitude Fest. So we're going to have a full day of celebrating.
Gratitude.
So,
There you go.
There's back to gratitude.
Perfect. All right, girl. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All of my love. Yay. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you soon.